What's poppin', y'all? Welcome back to I Do It Myself. I'm Wayno. How are y'all feeling? It's Friday, grind day. You know what I say about that. Put that bread up. You know what I'm saying? If you stack this week, if you got paid today, just make sure you put some to the side. With that being said, if you like what it is that I do, hit that sub button, hit them likes, and run up that hype. Today, we talking about Rory and Maul a little bit, and Demaris, the Rory and Maul podcast, specifically Rory. I'm going to get this out the way off the rip. Some of y'all may not like this, but I do not believe that Rory is a racist. By no means do I believe that he's a racist. Rory is not my personal friend. I've known Rory from some time, but I ain't never been in his crib. He ain't never been in mine. I ain't never met his kids. He ain't never met mine. I ain't never been at his whatever he does religiously. He ain't never been with me on Juma, none of that. So let's get that out the way. Also, keep in mind that I don't need to sit on nobody fucking podcast for the people who think, oh, you just saying that because you want to be a guest on they shit, or you need to, you just trying to keep ties because you want to be on they or in their good favor. I don't need to be in nobody good favor but Allah's. All right. Now, what I want to talk about specifically is this. You know what Rory is guilty of, and we will go through it here today. Rory is guilty of being stupid on the internet. Is he the only person that was stupid on the internet? Nah, I was stupid on the internet too. Everybody on Twitter back in 2012, 2011, 2010, 2009 was stupid. It was a free range to just say whatever you could think of at the time. Do we want to say to ourselves, yo, well, at that time, I was a different age. Yeah, you could say that now. At that time, it probably was inexcusable then, but the world was different then. People didn't get bent out of shape and try to find your family and try to find ways to get you to lose your job because you might have said something about their favorite basketball player that they was in favor about. People didn't try to find ways how to dox you or swat your crib because they didn't agree with you. That's not what was going on at that time. And with that being said, I still believe that Rory just said some dumb shit, and the dumbest thing he did was try to fight the internet. Him and Maul. You know what I'm saying? Trying to fight the internet and take over the conversation. First of all, I want to ask all of y'all, why do people be on Twitter Spaces? I ain't getting no money on Twitter Spaces, so maybe I just don't know. I ain't pushing my platform on Twitter Spaces, so maybe I just don't know. Does that help? Does that build? Does that give more of a conversation? Does that do anything for you? I don't think it does. I think it's stupid. People complain so much about Clubhouse to just say, well, Twitter's doing it and we all on Twitter, so why don't we just do it there? And they keep the shit running and keep the shit going. Now, this all started because of opinion about music. Rory and Maul, they were talking about music as they always do. That's what they do on their podcast. And they was going through, you know, the Grammy nominees for this year, you know what I mean, for Rap Album of the Year, like everybody else has done. Everybody else is giving a take of their opinion on who should or who shouldn't win the Rap Album of the Year or Album of the Year. I think whether you from where I'm from or you from somewhere else, you was doing that in high school. You might have been doing that in middle school. People have always debated and argued about what I like versus what you like since the beginning of time. But let's go through the clips because we're going to go through these clips and we're going to talk about it.
Back to Rap Album of the Year. Do we feel like they missed anything? I was not mad at all the nominations this year, to be quite honest. I think they kind of...
You know what's going to piss me off? When GNX the official nominees for Best Rap Album at the 2026 Grammys are Let God Sort 'Em Out by The Clips, Glorious by Glorilla, God Does Like Ugly by JID, GNX by Kendrick Lamar, Chromacopia by Tyler, the Creator. GNX is going to sweep and it's going to piss me off because The Clips deserves to win. And that's not Kendrick Lamar.
Kendrick just opened his mouth. Someone go hand him a Grammy right
now. With that right there, Demaris. Now, Demaris, she said that GNX is going to sweep. I personally don't believe that. I like GNX as an album, but I think that Let God Sort 'Em Out is a way better album. I think it's a way better album. Is it way better by a long shot? Nah. Is it close? Yeah. I think that is close to say that Kendrick Lamar has a really good album that dropped last year, especially with all the momentum of everything that happened with the beef, that the Clips, who haven't dropped the album in 15 years, there is a nostalgic feel. There is some purpose that we see within that. And I don't even think Kendrick Lamar would be mad at them winning a Grammy, not just because he's on the album, but because of the feeling that the Clips have brought back to hip hop, especially with our elders, with the people who are older in the game. They have set a standard to just rap. That's what we want from people, to just rap. Kendrick did that shit last year. He did it very well. Clips did it this year, did it very well. Alfredo too, that's the snub, should have been nominated. Larry June and 2 Chainz, Life is Beautiful, should have been nominated. Grown Folks Rap, that's something that we happy about. But I'd be damned if we just gonna cancel people over their opinions. Now, there needs to be some added layers to this because it wasn't just an opinion. Let's watch a little bit more of this clip. But before we do that, let's have a word from our sponsors, y'all. Yo, this video is brought to you by Jordan Craig Denim. Jordan Craig Denim is a brand, a family-owned brand, working in streetwear business over 30 years by the way of Queens, New York. On top of that, they got everything from premium denim. They got good sweatsuits, good jackets, all types of garments and all types of accessories for any and everything you need. A lot of people have wanted. Everybody from Allen Iverson, Moneybagg Yo, Shiloh Sanders, Paul Pierce, Vin Diesel. They got something for everybody. You know it's full-time. You gotta get right. Go get you one of these sweatsuits. This sweatsuit I got on in particular is extremely comfortable. I can move around in it. It's comfy. I feel like I could wear this to go outside. I could wear this to the gym. I could wear this to go get my groceries, pick up my kids from school, whatever it is I need to be doing. Good airport fit. Jordan Craig got it. So if you like this sweatsuit or any of the stuff that you've seen, make sure that you hit jordancraig.com and use my code. Like I said, you support me, you support this channel, support Jordan Craig. Now let's go back to this clip. And it's them talking a little bit more about how Kendrick is a Grammy darling. We all know the narrative that was painted by Drake. Kendrick just opening his mouth. Somebody go hand him a Grammy right now. Let's go through that clip and then we're gonna get through the rest of this whole entire episode.
Jamal.
Where's your
Jamal?
I'm just saying the boy is prophetic. That's all I'm saying.
He's a Grammy darling. That goes without saying. Do we think Alfredo 2 should have been in here?
Absolutely.
Okay, but what do we take out?
GNX.
I mean, congrats to everyone in this category. I think they'll give it to Clips, let God sort them out, but won't give it to him in the album of the year category. I don't think they'll snub the Clips twice. Predictions, I'm going Clips. Demaris, you say GNX. Maul.
Predictions, not who you think should win.
Predictions? Oh, yeah. Kendrick.
Yeah, I think.
You know that. We know. We know.
What would y'all's preference be? Who do you think should win?
Clips.
Yeah, Clips.
Clips. I'm going with Clips too.
Clips for sure.
Again, everybody's stating their opinion. Maul, as always, bugging the fuck out by saying that you would take GNX out to add in Alfredo. Stop lying. But he doesn't listen to Kendrick. One thing you could say about him is that he's not a habitual line stepper. He stays behind that line of where he stands with Drake. Cool. Drake has nothing to do with this, so I don't even want to bring him into the picture. But that does add a lot. Now, see, the thing where this started to get chippy was this. Demaris says something about Kendrick Lamar. She says that she didn't like his voice. She doesn't like the way he raps. She appreciates his talent and all of that, but she just doesn't like the way he raps.
We're not Kendrick Lamar fans. I've said on every platform possible, I hate the way Kendrick Lamar raps. I hate the sound of his fucking voice.
Same. I hate his voice.
I hate his voice. And I will not listen to him again simply because I hate the sound of his voice. It does not take away from the...
Saying you hate something, does that make you a hater? I want to know. Like, if you say you hate something, because people say they're not haters, right? But if you say that you hate something, does that not make you a hater? Well, listen, she said that she didn't remember saying something like that, right? And that's the problem. People brought up the receipts. So this is the response. She said, this is what y'all don't understand. Podcasters are not journalists. We don't have to be impartial. We have opinions and change our minds. And yes, sometimes be on bullshit for the sake of conversation. Now, I will say this before I finish the rest of her tweet. I don't agree with saying stuff for the sake of conversation, but I also wouldn't consider myself a podcaster. I do have Come Home With Me, though, and y'all better watch it because we got some episodes coming up. But I don't know if I put myself in the realm of a podcaster. I know that I've podcast before, like I've had a podcast before. I've been on people's podcasts, but I don't know if I put the work in to call myself a podcaster. Right now, saying shit for the sake of conversation, I don't know, because you got to have something that you stand on, right? It should be your opinion. Whether people agree with me or not, I'm not gonna agree with people all the time, and I don't come up here because I want people to agree with me. I come up here and I talk because I feel like talking, and the people who like what I do, even the people that don't like what I do, y'all support me. Even the people that say, oh, Wayno is this and Wayno is that and all that, it's all appreciated. But I'm not gonna be sitting here explaining myself to y'all, and that's where they went wrong. So she says, like normal human people, listen or don't, but please stop dissecting our words. Now, they dissected her words so much that she ended up deleting her Twitter or deactivating her Twitter, which the way I feel about the internet is this, man. Because eventually you're going to have to come back to the platform and it's only going to make it worse. Just delete the shit off your phone for a minute. Just delete it. You know what I mean? You don't even have to delete your actual app. You know what I mean? Your actual Twitter. Just delete the app. But this shit that made it everywhere. It's on TMZ. Like it's pretty big, you know what I mean, for it to be on TMZ. But once this happened, it started like this barrage of conversation that's happening on Twitter Spaces. Listen, y'all getting too much money to be going up there. I don't know if y'all doing it for free. I don't know if y'all doing it as a pastime to get from one episode to the next or to give people added or layers of context or to explain. You don't have to do that. But Rory specifically was on here speaking, and he had things to say regarding his comments and his tweets, which we will go through these tweets, and I do have to speak about them from my perspective as well. But this is one of the clips from the Spaces.
I guess it did start off as a joking matter, and then it got serious. And what I did, I'll be a hypocrite, I'll be a two-faced if I didn't say I think it'd be a golden opportunity for you to just apologize for whatever jokes may be insulting or offensive to Black women, and just keep it moving. Again, I'll speak once again. The disclaimer is I'll speak to the person that I've known for well over a decade, and Rory has never shown me.
Rocky, honestly, it would feel disingenuous if I apologize for something that I did not even say or mean whatsoever. That would be disingenuous. Like I'm not about to apologize for a tweet saying I find Black women unattractive. Everyone on earth knows. The people that know me know exactly the complete opposite.
Rory, at least no more weave jokes.
I'm not about to apologize for that. No, I'm not apologizing for that.
Hello? Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, y'all. I'm on X via like my Safari, not the actual app. So the tweet referring where it says RT, I've never found a Black woman attractive in my life. You know what? I'm not
apologizing because I don't even know. I think somebody.
Thank you. Damn, like I feel like I'm at work.
It's because I hate Black women. That's why I keep cutting you off.
Cut me off. But you know what? Shout out to Peach just brought up to me. That wasn't even somebody tweeted that. I said that the wrong way. That was when you used to fake a RT that somebody said something like so that they could get canceled. You made a fake RT so that the person that you RT'd would get in trouble for like. It's hard to explain if you weren't on Twitter back then, but when you used to put RT and then like say somebody said something and they never said it. That's what you were doing. Rory was trying to get the person that he said that to that he made. Like, point that up to me. But at the end of the day, don't waste your time explaining that because if people weren't around when all that was happening, they just really won't understand. Like they just won't understand that.
I don't think that was a fake RT, Demaris. I think that before you had the repost button, you would tweet out RT. And
okay, yes, I understand.
No, but you can also fake the RT and put it at somebody else's at and say that they said this.
Now, this situation specifically is something that I used to do. I actually got blocked by Kirk Franklin because it just used to be a joke on Twitter, right? You would retweet and act like somebody says something and you would be like, oh shit, right? So I remember what got me blocked by Kirk Franklin was I added him and I put Cam's verse off of Fantastic Four. Back in the days, we were slaves, whips and chains, it's tradition. All I got, whips and chains. All I did, flip some cane. Now when niggas sick in the range, only a new 6 could fix the pain. I put all of that and I retweeted Kirk Franklin. And after I kept doing it with his verse, I ended up getting blocked. So this is not like this foreign concept that people didn't do. Does it mean that it's right? No. What did I say Rory was guilty of, class? Being stupid on the internet like everybody else. Now, again, with that being said, that doesn't change the fact that he might have did some things that people find offensive. Because that's just what happens, right? You say things and you say them at a younger age and people say, oh, but you're this age. Even though they don't know you personally, even though they don't know your brain capacity or your mentality, if you have a developed mind or if you're mature or not. If you say, yo, I said something when I was 25, you know what somebody's going to say? You was 25, you should have knew better. LeBron James was worth maybe $150 million at 25. Or Kobe Bryant had won 3 championships at 25. Do you know what Barack Obama was doing at 25? So you're not never going to get no bail for that. What I do believe that Rory should have done throughout all of this has been just honest and said, I was on some dumb shit. But let's go through more of these Twitter spaces, which I feel is just the dumbest shit you could possibly talk about. I mean, or could possibly do on Twitter is get up there and just be talking to talk. Whether you feel like you're having a conversation that is progressive or not. Y'all just up there talking. I don't know if y'all getting paid. Forgive me if that's how y'all get y'all money, but you can't knock the hustle sometimes.
But yeah, let's have a conversation, Rory, since you're so scared to actually talk about why you were sending out these tweets being anti-black. Do you think that you're a racist, Rory? When you think about the definition of racism or prejudices, let's get technical because you're a white man, right? You're gonna say, no, I don't have no power, or I'm not a racist. Do you think that you hold stereotypical prejudices when it comes to African American women? Let's start slow.
No.
Why not?
We're starting slow. What do you mean?
Why not? So why do you not believe that you hold stereotypical prejudices against black women? And before you answer, remember, we see your tweets. We black and lace front blonde, ghetto crayon colors. That sounds stereotypical. That sounds racist. That sounds like prejudices. Let's keep going. You're fixing her makeup in my rims. In the word. What's the N word, Roy? Is that nice? Is that nasty? Is that naughty? What's the N word, Roy? Can you say the N word, Roy?
No, that's why it says the N word. It's
Okay, so
a
what's the
John
N word
Kennedy
then,
line.
Roy?
And
So
it was a thing on Twitter at the time.
What's the N word, Roy?
The John Kennedy West Coast.
No, what's the N word, Roy? Why can't you answer questions, Roy? What's the N word?
I don't say the N word, sir.
Okay, I'm not talking to you, black woman. Let me talk to Roy.
You smoke
If she never blew up, and you met a chick in the club named Beyonce, that money she'd have blue weave in. These are your tweets. So remember this, Rory. All right.
You said Blue Ivy, not Beyonce. Blue Ivy.
You just lied to this face.
I still haven't seen this one.
I'm just setting this face up. You see what I'm doing? See, you're not gonna be able to do that to me, white boy. They're gonna have to mute me. They're gonna have to kick me off the stage. You can't overtalk me. You can't overtalk me, white boy. Your white ass might be where you think it is, but you can't overtalk me, white boy. I'm in this. I'm part of this. I'm about this shit, man. I live this. I am this. I don't have to pretend this. So go ahead, white boy. Just be quiet. You said you were here for a conversation. Why are you talking over me?
A conversation means
the conversation got serious. I ain't up here yelling at you.
Excuse me. Didn't you say that you were?
Excuse me. I'm not talking to you. I'm not talking to you. You need to stay out the
Didn't
conversation.
you say that you were intelligent? Intelligent people don't have to scream.
I'm not talking to you. You need to stay out the conversation. I haven't threatened them yet. So you need to shut up.
No.
So back to what we're talking about. The question was, shut up, black woman. The question was, shut up, black woman. Shut up, black woman.
Yeah.
Are you gonna moderate the conversation?
The thing is, if you don't like Rory, or if you never liked Rory, if you hated him when he was on the Joe Budden podcast, if you was happy when he got kicked off or fired from the Joe Budden podcast, then this is your day, right? But this is why I say like things like you have to go get into the situation, get into the conversation, right? See, the whole thing about your bitch fixing her makeup in my rims is from Dom Kennedy's album, the Yellow album, a classic I might add. But guess who's saying the bars? Kendrick Lamar.
Yo, bitch fixing her makeup in my rims, nigga.
He puts it as N-word again. If you already don't like him, this not about to make you start liking him either. So everybody who feels a way towards him, they're gonna feel a way. I'm not trying to change nobody's mind. We covering this because we cover everything else. And they was covering me when my shit happened with what's his name, with J. Cole and them with the Dreamville stuff, which was not that serious. But look, let's go through some more of these Twitter spaces. Like I said, man, they're pretty bugged out because it was like a group of Kendrick stans, and you see like this is how this rap shit, this pick a side culture has tore everything apart. Because even with the dude that was up there, if he really wanted to have a conversation with Rory, he couldn't, because his whole thing was, you're not gonna overtalk me. I never heard Rory get loud. I never heard him get loud. But this dude, he just kept, it was his time to shine, right? It was his time to shine. You're not gonna overtalk me. What does N-word mean? And he's telling him, no, it's it's the Don Kid, but he's not trying to hear that. Now, like I said, this was, Kendrick Lamar stands, right? And what this has showed me over the past year is that I might not be a fan of anybody, because I don't know if I go hard enough like this on anybody for anybody, period. But you got people with certain type of names related to Kendrick. Like, it's like, all right, if I go to, people assume that I hate Drake. I don't. But if I go into a Twitter Spaces and it's OVO Angels, or it's Live from the Six, or you know what I mean, Tusi sliding on y'all Harlem, like, you know what I mean? Like, why would I go into a room like that expecting that? That's what I'm saying. Is like, yo, listen, man, you get into these conversations with people, you just better be prepared. But let's listen to them.
Why do y'all like to do like that?
Do it
to make this white motherfucker get his up here and explain why he thought it was okay.
I'm so angry though.
Do it or
Now
don't.
speak your motherfucking mind.
Do it or don't. Do it or don't.
Because I promise your motherfucking
Do it or
ass
don't.
Ain't nobody
Do it or
can
don't.
save you, white boy.
Because you got some weird tweets that we can bring up
Right.
too.
Look, get
That's
down
why
on
you
who
blocked
is
me.
that? Who is that?
Right. Who is that? Yeah. A
Who
nigga you
is
got
that?
blocked.
Who
Pussy.
is that?
Both of y'all clowns get off the space.
We know you got weird.
Both of you niggas clowns, nigga. Yeah, get your goofy ass off here, boy. Clown.
Oh, that's a tough guy right there. Gangsta.
Yeah, right. No, I ain't tough. Nigga, stay in that. Stay in that.
Hey Mo, if y'all
This the
knock it
internet.
off.
Gangsta. These niggas
This the internet, brother.
These niggas is
I don't get tough until niggas get flight itineraries.
Oh boy. Spell itinerary, nigga.
Spell itinerary, but this is what I'm saying. If you on the listen, if you on the internet with people that's like send me the Addy, so they think that you're supposed to go on whatever your favorite airline is and book a trip, and you gonna fly somewhere just to meet up with somebody to fight or have some sort of physical altercation, these people are mentally ill. These people are mentally ill. But the problem that Rory and Mal had today was they tried to fight them online. They tried to fight people on the internet. You feel me? Here's some more, you know what I mean? Here's some more of them talking on these spaces.
How much I hate black women and how I have specifically just targeted you in our company to make sure that you are devalued and never mind. I'm gonna chill.
Is this real outrage or is fake outrage? Like people really tripping right now?
Apparently.
Man, what y'all here talking about Rory? They canceling your ass?
Yeah, no, I hate black women. I think all black women are ugly.
I've been trying to tell them that you felt that way.
Yeah, I hate them. I think all black women are
I can't wait to put that in my lawsuit.
ugly and disgusting. I only think white is the only pure beauty. As you know, as I tell you guys all the time, how much I love white women.
I don't know if you can really troll your way out of this one, man.
Like how much I hate black women and how I have specifically just targeted you in our company to make sure that
and then people was up here and they brought up the receipts of the tweets and you were just like you were being bro, and this is the thing, you're denying you're basically you're denying what we all saw here. Like you were being condescending, you were deflecting, you were being sarcastic.
you got it.
Right? You were being sarcastic and
I'll always be sarcastic with something I never said.
no, but there was things that you actually said, and you were being sarcastic with that as well. You were saying like, "Oh, did I delete tweets?" You tell me, like, bro, like, again, we don't have to rehash the shit because I just came up to address not even you. I came to address like really, and it's not to shift the fucking lens off of Rory, but it's really more so like, when you have niggas like Maul and people like that around a motherfucker like Rory, that's what happens. Right? You have niggas that they just don't have no standard that they hold their friends to.
Now, one thing I do agree with that the dude said earlier was you can't troll your way out of this, right? You can't troll your way out of this. Now, Maul, he took to Twitter and he put up I felt like this was corny, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Me and Maul is cool too, but he gonna put a color entrance only sign on Rory's seat pointing at his. And I just think that, like, there's a time and a place, right? There's a time and a place for everything, and that just wasn't funny. With everything that's going on with y'all, that just isn't funny. He says, pay attention to people's actions, not tweets. All right, cool. But just to put stuff up like that, that shit is not funny. Now, the tweets at hand is, it says, G-Star Greg puts up, son, there are way worse baby names than Blue Ivy, laughing my ass off, and Rory puts, like hood rat name Beyonce. Now, listen, he said the magic word. Y'all know that you can't say that word if you got a certain level of status on the internet and you say Beyonce's name. You say that shit 3 times, you got lunatics popping up in your mentions. But it was distasteful. We ain't gonna sit here and think it's not, you know what I mean? But again, all you got to do is own up and say, yo, listen, I was bugging, right? But then, oh yeah, that was the Dom Kennedy shit, right? And there's another tweet that says, white guys like some ugly black girls. And who responds? Somebody named Angel. It says, what is it? Did he delete it? Right? Oh, I guess this was him trying to find like the old tweets or something. And it says, Yemen Dirty says, I've never saw a good looking black woman, right? And this is what they was alluding to with the fake retweets. Could have been or could have not been. Regardless, just own up to being stupid, my G. Listen, if y'all find shit, it's just people was being stupid. Does that make it okay? Nah, it doesn't. But you got to take accountability for what it is that you do, whether people like it or not, or whether you want to stand on that shit or not, right? And it's another one from Natasha Flawless says, do your black ass mother and grandmother know you don't like black women? And he puts nope. I mean, listen, this is the last clip I'm going to play. It's the last clip I'm going to play. And it's about somebody asking Rory again, why was he in these spaces?
What's up? I'm here to talk about it.
Did you kind of feel like you went to, like, at the point where people were called whipping feet, certified boogeyman, at no point did you realize, like, this is not where you need to be?
Probably, but I just don't like people making those type of accusations about me in that regard. So,
Okay.
like, I'll talk to anybody about that shit.
You would agree that tweets were, all right, so I went to Old Westbury during.
Yes. The tweets are egregious. Yes, it was a time that tweets were insane.
Do you regret apologizing in the last space?
I didn't apologize. That was kind of the problem.
I thought you did apologize. I heard at one point that you were apologizing or some shit.
No, that was kind of the issue.
You did the if you were offended type apology.
Yeah, like I'm not. No, I said originally, like, I don't want to give you guys a fake apology because I'm not apologizing for some tweets that I never even said. Like, I never called black women ugly. I never called them roaches. Like, I'm not about to apologize for some shit I never did.
Okay.
Wait, how did they get the idea that you called black women ugly or roaches?
Because there was a fake retweet that said, I think black women are ugly, and then there was a retweet of me saying but ... that had to do with calling white women roaches, and then they thought it had to do with me calling black women roaches.
There was also the Beyonce tweet. I'm just
which they turned into me calling Blue. Well, I don't even think Blue was born at that time. That they thought I was calling Blue something, and I said Blue weave off a Beyonce joke, which I've said on the podcast 1,000 times.
I think you said if you met Beyonce and she wasn't Beyonce, she would definitely have a blue weave or some shit like that.
Yeah, which they said I was saying I was shitting on her children, Blue Ivy, and I was like, what?
See, Rory has Curb Your Enthusiasm level humor, you know what I'm saying? And he's always been like that. I think that's what's made him unique in the podcast space. I will say this. Again, do I think that Rory is a racist? Absolutely not. And reason being is because if Rory was a racist or he had like heavily racial undertones, not only online, but in person, he would have got his ass beat. And he don't got that on his jacket. You don't hear stories about people slapping Rory up or doing nothing to him. And not because he a tough guy or nothing, because I vouch for nobody's gangster. But because I don't think that's ever been him. I don't think he would ever have been as close to, even though he's not close with Joe no more, he would have ever been as close with Joe Budden if he was that type of person. I don't think people will respect him or fuck with him. Now, you know, the podcast shit is subjective. There's people that like it. There's people that can't stand it. You feel me? But ultimately, I can't co-sign that he's a racist. Did he do some stupid shit? Absolutely. Should he own up to the fact that he did some stupid shit? Absolutely. Now, him saying that I didn't make certain type of tweets, that I didn't say that, or I wasn't doing that, you know, that's here to be seen or not. We can't tell if these tweets were, you know, him making them to be fake retweets or not. I will just say, from this man's actions, from knowing him on the level that I do, again, don't make it seem like I be at this nigga crib on Christmas and we be chilling together and we be throwing the football with our kids and shit, or we be in the pool, or me and Rory ever been on a vacation. I don't know him like that. But how I know him, if he was the person that people are painting him to be, he'd never be the person that he is today. And that's just a fact. You know what I'm saying? It's not like, you know, people wouldn't be on his ass or be on his ass even more. Now, you're going to have people that just don't agree or see anything that I'm saying on any level, and that's cool. But I'm just saying, from my perspective, that ain't it. Rory, stop trying to fight the internet. Maul, you too. And a lot of people is corny and trash for trying to, you know, find information on Demaris's family and all that. That shit is corny. It's uncalled for. Like, if you have a problem with a person, that's cool, but don't start messing with people's family. That shit is whack. This is I do it myself. For the ones that rock with me, know how we doing. For the ones that don't, eventually will. I will catch you on the next one. Peace.